Jesse, let me just jump in because another doctor, I read the article saying the same thing, and he said, young people, when they're 12, 13 years of age, they're going through all kinds of changes in their body, okay? And if you just let them go through the process of getting, through it all and not jump to conclusions, oh, well, yeah, you must be a boy. No, let it go through the process because so many people, they go, oh, man, I went through that. I've had people tell me that you went through that? Yeah, and they're now 50 years old. And they said it was just because I saw something, it put it in my head. And, for about a year, I thought, well, should I have been a boy when I was a girl? I said, really? But they went through it. See, here's what's happening is this doctor's nailing it, is that...
Terry, you know who just said? Tulsi Gabbard, the Democrat that just left the party. She's on YouTube saying, I had this issue when I was a little girl. I thought it was a boy. I was a tomboy. I didn't the trucks. Right. She says, and it took me a while to adjust that I'm a girl, that I'm a lady.
That's my point, Jess. Let's continue on the article, brother.
Yeah. So Dr. Egner described the surgical intervention as very dangerous, very inappropriate. Puberty blockers, he says, can cause a variety of negative side effects amongst children, including depression, suicidality, and unknown impacts to fertility later in life. Those who engage in cross-sex hormone use also have much higher hormone levels than those who do not, even compared to the members of the sex which is being imitated. Dr. Egnor said that describing these drugs for a psychiatric condition is completely out of bounds of any kind of rational medical practice. He condemned gender-affirming surgery similarly, although he noted that it is even more radical. Dr. Egner emphasized the importance of speaking out against gender-affirming care, because most people know that they know this is garbage. It's garbage medicine. The article says the vast majority of people in the country, says Dr. Egnor, and in this world know full well that this is garbage. Men are not women, and women are not men. Surgically mutilating mentally ill children and adults is not ethical medical practice, and almost everyone knows this, close quote. Terry, I believe that this issue that we're talking about right now, with having these transgender men who think they're women, dressing nasty and dancing nasty and reading books to kids in public schools, starting from kindergarten. I think this issue here that we're talking about is going to cost the Democrats the election in 2 weeks.
I hope so, brother. But 45,000 people who have gone through these sex changes have now on a website have said, I regret it. The process was so difficult for me. I realized it was a mistake. And so many of these witnesses are on YouTube saying, why didn't my parents stop this? Why did the doctor allow this? I was just having a hard time at age 14 in my life, and they decided, to cut my breasts off and do this and do that, and now I regret it. But I'm talking 45,000 people. How many people haven't come out and said it? That's just the people who said, I'm willing to put my name on this website and say, this has been a disaster.
Terry, Tulsi Gabbard, if she was a little girl right now, she would have been mutilated. Because, again, she went through these psychological hangups as a kid, and right now she'd be paying the price for it.
Yes.
The article ends by saying, the doctor acknowledged that students are terrified to agree with his stance, and many professionals risk their careers by taking a stance against the ideology. Yeah, even a doctor could get canceled. Think about all the doctors that are part of the frontline
big
doctors
time.
And how they've been treated by our government and big tech and big pharma.
Yeah.
The article says he also encouraged, however, medical professionals, parents, and other members of the public to do so, saying that if we all speak up,
that's right,
they LGBT activists will vanish.
I agree.
Dr. Egg, he's not the only doctor to voice concerns over transgender medical problems. No. You have many other doctors, Terry, that are doing the same. Yeah.
I agree. And Jesse, that's what he just said, speak up. See, we can't be silent among all this evil that's going on. And Jesse, I don't want to give too much credit to the devil. I really don't. But when you think about what Satan does in reversing things, this is right up his alley, convincing people, oh, yeah, you're not a boy, you're a girl. I would think that there's also a demonic aspect in this whole issue of changing sex and basically poo-pooing God's permissive will that you were born as a woman and now I want to be a man. It seems to me that this is right up the devil's line of work.
Of course it is, because the devil's a liar. And the devil, look at the way he operated in the Garden of Eden to Eve. He whispered into her ear.
Yeah.
And that's what Father Ripperger says. This is what the devil does. He calls out the talking snake in our ear. The devil whispered and told Eve, did God really say? Just fill in the blank from there.
Exactly.
So he's doing today, he's whispering into the ear of many people that are living in mortal sin.
Yes.
And he's saying, did God really say you're a boy? No, you're a girl. Did God really say you're a girl? No, you're a boy. That talking snake in our ear, this is Satan or a demon. And this happens, Terry, when people live in mortal sin, because when you're in mortal sin, as Father Ripperger says, you have psychological compatibility with a demon, and now they're clinging onto you, they're following you, and they're talking to you.
Jesse, I will take that clip. It'll go on YouTube because that's exactly what's happening right now.